what I got! Look what I got! Icicles! Hi everyone, Anthony Fantano here, the internet's most evil music nerd. And it's time for an album review, so let's not fuck around. Deerhoof has been a band a lot longer than they've been a popular band. And even though they've been together for over 15 years, they're never painted as this seasoned indie heavyweight. Because 2007 was when Deerhoof actually started turning heads, even though I think they were writing pretty interesting stuff before that. These guys are extremely idiosyncratic, very odd. I promise you, one of the most definitive bands you will come across. When a Deerhoof song plays, you know it is a Deerhoof song. Their sound is just the sum of all these different pieces, hard-hitting but intricate drums, rough guitars, weird melodies, interludes of dissonant noise every once in a while, and of course Satomi's just paper-thin voice. And this band has been really uncompromising in their style, never giving in to the temptation to do something a little more normal. Not to say that Deerhoof isn't catchy or captivating or enjoyable, they are. It's just that they do spit in the face of a lot of musical conventions. Do you need a repeating verse and chorus? Does a song need to tell a story? Does it need to make sense? Does it need to have a point? Do you need to stick to one genre, one time signature, one language, one singer? No. That's been this band's answer in the past, and that's still this band's answer on their 10th album, Deerhoof vs. Evil. This thing is a follow-up to 2008's Offend Maggie, which was a really loud record, just bombastic guitars that hit your eardrums like a cheese grater. That album did kind of rock the fuck out, I'll give it that, but in getting louder, in getting more aggressive, more in your face, the band's dynamics suffered a little bit. Versus doesn't rock as hard, but it's not flaccid. It balances things out with other sounds. The opener has these heavily layered guitars matched up against really busy percussion. It's a little disorienting, but in a good way. It makes me think of the sound a giant toy box might make if you just shook it really hard. Secret Mobilization has like this classic rock strut that just makes me think like Deerhoof versus Steppenwolf as opposed to Deerhoof versus Evil. Super Duper Rescue Heads features these atmospheric electronics in the background and cute lyrics about saving someone and never being alone. It's like listening to a hug. But for me, a real standout on this LP is No One Asked to Dance, which is kind of funny because it's like the quietest song here. Just fluttering Spanish guitar, very pretty, very moving. And I'd love to point this track out to anybody who says, oh, Satomi can't sing, she has a crappy voice. I do understand that her voice maybe is a little bit of an acquired taste, but she's totally on pitch here, and on this song she sounds like a beautiful little bird. I was definitely moved by this track. It struck me as just being really, really pretty. But seriously, I could go on about every track here. I'm not bullshitting when I say I feel every song has at least a little bit of something special about it. If I had to complain about this record, though, it would probably be with the song lengths. A lot of these tracks just kind of stop or peter out with little or no warning. I feel almost as if Deerhoof could have made at least a few of these tracks twice as long. If there are any other gripes I have on this LP, that introductory bass line on the Mary Barracks is just really weird, maybe a little too weird for me. I'm just trying to maybe get used to that, and the last track is just not all that memorable. But overall, this thing is short, sweet, playful, the same qualities that have made Deerhoof's past work enjoyable and fantastic. So how am I feeling on this thing? I think at the end of the day, I'm going to have to say Deerhoof 1. Deerhoof 1. 1. No, like Deerhoof 1. Evil lost. You like thought I meant like 1? Like a 1? Yeah, that's how I call the match. It's Deerhoof versus Evil. Deerhoof 1. What do you want me to say? I mean, that's it. Even though I would say this band is a little short of breath on this album, Evil didn't stand a chance. Most definitely. Evil is down for the count. Evil got pwned. But what do you think about this album? Do you love it? Do you hate it? Why? Is the band Deerhoof too weird for you? Are they too normal? And also, what do you think I should review next? Anthony Fantano, Deerhoof versus Evil, forever.